Hey y'all, let me lick my finger here. I forgot to earmark some pages so I can flip through pages quicker as I read the Bible with you as you read along with me. We're making good progress on reading the Bible through together in 2023. We're not even halfway through the year and we are way over halfway through the Bible. So bam, y'all, you hang out with the bald-headed redneck, stuff's gonna get done. I guarantee. Y'all, today was a long ways from being like a day in Texas, but I got a lot of work done accomplished today. A lot. And I got dirty. I almost had to take 2 showers. I got so dirty. Goodness gracious, y'all. This is, I think this is going to be a redneck rant video, and then I'll come back as soon as I get this uploaded to give you your reading through the Bible together for this evening. So I got a lot of yard work and tractor work and all kind of work stuff to talk about. I already told y'all some in one of the videos I did today. I guess the last one I did about the rapture. But anyway, I got the new battery in the tractor and it fired right up like a brand new tractor. That old battery wasn't but a year old, and I don't know what kind of warranty it had. And I got when I moved in here 17, 18 months ago, I bought everything new. The only thing that wasn't new was my clothes. And most of my clothes were new too, because up here you don't wear Texas type clothes. so most of my wardrobe was new too. This shirt came from Texas. It's short sleeve. It has the vents built in so you can get the air circulation and all. I think there's some some underneath there and some back in the back. And this is a cool shirt. I got a lot of shirts. Well, I got 4 or 5 shirts like this. Not all this color, but this kind that breathes, lets you breathe. Anyway, I put this on after I took my shower, not before. Y'all saw the red shirt I had on in the last video, maybe the last 2 videos, I can't remember. That was what I worked in outside, and it's a nice shirt, but it got old, so it's an outdoor work shirt now, and it's short sleeve. But I don't know what the temperature was today. I don't know what the temperature is now. But I sweated today. I sweated pretty good today. I kind of got unused to working out in the heat, and the heat didn't bother me at all. I loved it actually, but I did sweat and I did get dirty. I got the tractor running. I went and mowed some where I'm going to build that big flower bed. I got the mower deck lowered as low as it go, and I just about scalped the lawn in that area, but that's good. I don't have many weeds or grass to hoe up and get out of there now before I start the flower bed. But that's going to be such a tall flower bed that all the new soil I'm going to put in there probably would smother it anyway, but I don't want to take any chances. Plus I got some of that matting stuff you roll out and lay down to keep weeds and grass from popping up in your new flower bed. So I got all the bases covered, I hope, because I don't like pulling weeds. Anyway, I'm doing all that because I want this place to look pretty when I put it up for sale. And I hope that's going to be in the next 5 or 6 weeks. I don't know, those flowers need to get out of granny gear and start growing, just like my veggies out there. Those things, they're sitting out there looking pretty, but they ain't growing. They're just sitting there. But I think when the cold nights and cold days are all gone, they'll start growing. I'm watering them once a day, and they're looking pretty. They just ain't doing nothing. Uh, I got almost all the garden soil unloaded out of the back of the pickup. I bought it in, I don't know what it is, 40 or 50 pound bags. And, you know, somebody crashed, the hit and run driver crashed into the back of my pickup, and my tailgate will open, but it's like V shape now, where they, V shape, like where they hit it up and down, and the bumper too. And I could replace that tailgate myself. I need to go to a junkyard and find one that'll fit it and buy it and put it on there. My insurance company sent me a check, but I decided I didn't want to file a claim. They wrote it up as a hit and run, because that's what it was. And they said that wouldn't affect my premiums or anything, but I've never filed a claim, so I told them I just would pay for it out of my pocket and to cancel that claim. So I don't know what they did. I still got the check. I mean, I'm not going to cash it. I need to run it through the shredder, I reckon, before somebody else tries to cash it. I guess that's kind of an update on me. Oh, let me show you something else. You know, I'm always drinking bottled water. Well, yesterday I thought, you know, someday it's going to get hot. I've been working outside for several days, but it's still been cold out there. I've been working outside in winter clothes, doing my vegetable gardening, and just room temperature water was fine for me. But yesterday I got thinking, you know, someday it's going to get hot and I'm going to need some ice water, some cold water. So I threw several bottles in the fridge. Can you see the difference? This is clean water. It's just, that's the frosty stuff from me getting it out of the fridge. See? Now it's almost clean, just like the other one. But I got some cold water now, and I'm going to take a sip right now. It is so dusty out there, y'all. My throat is dry, scratchy from all that dust. When I was walking around with the garden hose in my hand, watering everything, the ground is so dry and so sandy that the water hitting the soil, hitting the ground, made puffs of dust come up. I never saw that before. I was just carrying it along beside me, with the water just going wherever it wanted to go, where gravity took it. And it was just like a trail of dust coming up from the water hitting the ground. I've never seen that before. And that dust is all in my mouth and in my nose and then probably in my ears. I don't know how well I clean my ears. I did take a shower, and that thing, it puts water all over the place, even places I don't want it. So I'm sure my ears are clean too. I did clean behind my ears. My mom taught me that a long time ago when I was 4 or 5 years old, I reckon. So I always do that. I'll forget to clean the inside of them. But that water coming down from all different directions, clean my ears. Talking about showers remind me, my last mother-in-law, my last wife was Ukrainian, and her mom, the first time she and I flew over to Ukraine so I could meet her mom, that was after we got married. Oh, my back hurts. Her mom didn't have an indoor toilet. She had 2 outhouses out back. And when she found out I was coming, she had an indoor toilet put in her house. The whole bathroom had a shower and a sink and a commode. And y'all, you know, I've been to, before I met her, I had been to Ukraine 4 times on business when I worked over in England, when I lived in England. I had been to Ukraine 4 times, but always to the capital, to Kiev, to office buildings for meetings. And Never went to anybody's houses. I didn't know what their houses was like. I didn't even see any houses. I saw a bunch of high-rise apartments and stuff like that in Kiev, but I never saw anybody's houses. And her mom's got a nice house, and my ex-wife has a house next door to her mom, and they're identical. They're just mirrored. You know, the bedrooms on my ex mother-in-law's are all on one side, outside, and the bedrooms on my ex-wife's is all on the opposite side, and they're joined in the middle with the cement wall, the firewall between the two houses. And while my ex-wife and I was married, she rented her house out to whoever, and let her mom collect the rent and use that to supplement her pension check every month. And when she moved back to Ukraine after she and I split up, she was going to move in there, and she wanted me to come over there and build her some closets and stuff. And I was going to do that. Matter of fact, I was ready to go, and she kind of went berserk on me, and I decided I didn't want to be in that kind of a country with a crazy ex-wife, so I didn't go. I, I had already bought the ticket and everything, and that's the second time I bought a ticket to go over there and backed out on going. So I'm done with Ukraine. I'll never go back over there again. I got a bunch of friends there though that are good people, and y'all need to be praying for them and that stupid crazy war going on. But anyway, that bathroom that my ex mother-in-law had built before I came the first time, I never saw a shower like the one she had put in. I don't know how much that shower cost, but even here in America, I had never seen a shower like that. And I had some really nice houses back when I used to be snooty and think I had to have the biggest and the best of everything. But I never saw a shower like this one. It had a built-in stereo, it had a radio, and it had speakers all around the shower. It was a big shower too. The 3 or 4 of us could have fit in there, and it had speakers all around the place, and you could play music. Of course, I couldn't understand any music that they played over there, but you could play music while you took a shower if you wanted to, and it was music bouncing around you just like the water coming down. And the shower, it had 3 or 4 different kind of shower nozzles from different angles. So you know, it was really nice. I enjoyed taking a shower there. I enjoyed taking a shower here, and this is about as plain as you can get. And it's only got one shower nozzle and no radio, but it still gets me clean. But after I took the shower, I put on shorts and a t-shirt, just plain old white t-shirt, and then I sit down to do the video, my evening read through the Bible video, and I looked up in the camera. I said, I can't sit here with a white t-shirt on and do a video for these people. So I went and put on this shirt. It's a little bit prettier. It's a little bit classier than a white t-shirt. However, I have seen quite a few YouTubers do videos in white t-shirts, but not me. Not this bald-headed redneck. I may be redneck, but I ain't that redneck. So I put on a nicer shirt for y'all. And I don't know if you can see it, but one of the buttons, no, it's just below the camera. That button right there is broken in half. I don't know how that happened. But down here at the tail, see down here at the tail, there's a couple of spare buttons. So I got to find somebody to take one of those spare buttons and sew it up here for me. I tried that once. You know, how hard can it be to sew a button on a shirt? You know, doesn't take a rocket scientist. But I tell you what, I can't do it. I had that button sewed on so tight, I couldn't even button it. After I got it sewed on, I couldn't get it through the hole it was sewed on so tight. I found out you need to leave a little bit of slack in it so it can fit through the hole and have some breathing space there, but I didn't know that. I sewed it as tight as I could against the cloth of the shirt. That's the only time I tried that. That's the only time I tried any kind of sewing. I'm not a seamstress, I guarantee. All right, I think I have updated you on my day. My truck is filthy. Y'all know I get it washed a lot. But the dust here is so bad, so thick all the time, except when it's snowing. Well, actually, when it's snowing too. There's been dust storms come through here when there's that much snow on the ground, and the top of the snow would be covered with brown dust after it finished. I never saw any place like this before. But that truck in the winter stays inside the garage with all the windows and doors shut, and the doors of the truck shut, and the windows of the truck rolled all the way up, and it's still got dust inside of it. So now I gotta pay somebody to detail it, and there ain't nobody here in town that does it, so I gotta go 40 miles that way and find some. I don't know how that's gonna work, because it usually takes them a whole day to do it, and I don't really want to sit around for a whole day and wait for them, so I don't know how that's gonna work, but it needs to be detailed, and I need to find a new tailgate for it. Be nice if I could find one the same color so I don't have to pay somebody to paint it, but I bet that won't happen. I'll be lucky if I can find a tailgate, period. But a used tailgate at a junkyard's half price of a brand new one, and I think it's better quality than a brand new one. Brand new ones are aftermarket, and I bet they're not worth diddly. But I think that's it for today's Redneck Rant. Let me look around and see if I forgot anything. Kitty Callie's laying right here, right there. She needs to get rid of her winter coat. She's got a thick coat. I bet she's hot. I got a fan right over yonder blowing toward us. It's not hot enough for the air conditioner, but it's hotter than it's been in 9 months. It's comfortable right now, and it'll be cold again tonight. I guarantee you. I'll have my covers pulled plumb up over my head tonight. But right now, it's very comfortable right now. It was hot today. I don't know what the temperature was, but it was hot. But I was busy. I was going, and I felt good, and I still feel good. And I thank the Lord for that. My friend Larry that's got the restaurant that I helped him save last year, that we had the free community Thanksgiving dinner at on Thanksgiving Day this past November, he's fixing to shut it up. You know, when I broke my leg in December, I couldn't help him anymore. And the only people he could find to work there are crackheads, meth heads, all kind of undesirables, and they have stolen money and given free drinks away and given free meals away, stole more money, bounced a bunch of checks. He's got money. That guy has got millions and millions and millions of dollars. He's got 4 or 5 businesses. He doesn't need the restaurant. He has the restaurant, so he has a place to sit and talk to his friends. He sits there half a day just talking to friends. He's old. He's a lot older than me, and he looks ancient. He's in his 80s, and he just sits there. He's not married. He tried that several times like I did. Anyway, I've been going there, and the whole crew, he found out that they had been writing checks that they weren't supposed to write. The manager, I guess, one of them, I don't know who's authorized to write checks there, but somebody wrote checks that they were not supposed to write, and they wrote so many that they bounced. He would keep X amount of dollars in bank account just for that restaurant, and they started bouncing. He had, before the bank called him, he had over $750 in return check fees accumulated. $750 just in return check fees, not counting the amount of the checks. That was just in the fees for that they charge, which I think is a ripoff, but that's the way banks are. Anyway, he put a stop to that. Nobody except him can write a check now. And that made him mad, so they all quit. I told him, I said, I can't, since I broke my leg, I can't run around and wait tables and clean tables and take food out and all that. I said, I can't do that anymore. I said, I could do 1 or 2 tables a day, but I can't do 20 or 30 a day. And I did all of that for months for free, just to help him save it till he got a new crew in. Well, the new crew he got in is shutting him down. Can't find help here. I keep telling you all that. I can't find a housekeeper. I can't find a yard man. I can't find a mechanic. I can't find a plumber. I can't find an electrician. Nobody here wants to work. So I am doing something about it. I'm getting out of here. As soon as I can get my stuff together and get this house sold, I'm out of here. Maybe close to the end of the year. I want to get out before winter starts again, and winter starts again in like September, and September is going to be here muy pronto, so I'm trying to get everything looking pretty, and the house is fine. There's nothing wrong with the house. It had been totally renovated before I bought it 18, 17, however many months ago it was I bought it. I paid cash for it, so I am ready to get rid of it. I love this house. For me, a single guy, this house is perfect. But I can't take it with me because I want to get far, far, far away from here. I mean, very far away from here. And I can't take it with me. It would cost way more to move it and take it with me than what it's worth or what I could build a brand new one for wherever I go. And I am pretty sure I know where I'm going to go. Way over a 25-hour flight one way from here. So, but I don't know yet. But that's what I'm thinking. And I can do a lot of tropical farming there. And the trees are already full grown, mature, producing fruit. All I gotta do is eat it. Maybe I'll ship some back. Larry, my friend that has that restaurant, told me to ship him some coconuts. I said, you got it. I said, I'll ship them to you. He has several businesses. He has a trucking company, big 18-wheelers. I think he said he's got 9 18-wheelers, and they go constantly. And he's got a oil drilling company, and he just finished drilling 4 new oil wells, and Monday he's starting a new one, and it's just south of town here, and I'm gonna go out there and watch them get set up and start. I used to, when my oil wells were being drilled, I was a little kid, and I'd stand out there and watch them for hours. It was just fascinating to me. And then I wound up, spent my career life in the oil and gas business, and so stuff like that just excites me and interests me. And now the company that has that lease for my oil wells, they don't do diddly. I used to have a copy of the contract, and I don't know what happened to it. I could probably find a copy somewhere. I need to get a copy so I can start holding them to it, because I know they're not abiding by their end of the contract. But anyway, that's another video for another day. Maybe I'll go down there to Texas where they're at before I skedaddle way far away. But for now, I got to get back and start reading the Bible with you. I just wanted to update you on my day, and it's going to take half the night for this video to load. I don't know. I can't see how many minutes it is, but this old bald-headed redneck rant is long. I know that. I love y'all, all four of you. Y'all notice my viewer rate and my subscriber count is going down, down, down. I don't like that, but this is the Lord's channel. Whatever he wants to do with it's fine with me. If he wants it to go down to 10, I don't care. I was hoping I could reach a whole lot more people, but it's up to him. It's up to him. It used to be growing. I think a lot of people don't like me reading through the Bible because that, along with everything else I got to do, takes up all my time. I don't have time to do videos like I used to when my subscriber count was climbing. And I'm not even sure that's part of God's will, but that's what I'm doing. I love y'all. I'm done with this video. I'll get it started uploading, and then I'll come back and record the next one as we read through the Bible, and we start the book of Hebrews tonight. And that is a good book. And I'll elaborate more on it when I get to it in a few minutes. God bless you, friends.